of 2GO with Soul.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. So, as we took off from last week, we dropped you guys some knowledge and some information. We was talking about a lot of things. We basically got on, brother was giving y'all some knowledge on how to detox yourself from the metals and spiritually and naturally and all those good things in combinations of one. Today we have a special guest. We have actually two special guests today. We have a legend in DC, well known for putting his work in out there. And we're going to keep that a secret. That's if you ain't paid attention to our entity pages, you would just have to wait and watch and find out when the guests arrive. But on another note, we also have another DC local crafter in the area. I have always displayed her work on the show, every show. So she'll be stepping in the studio today to give us an update on what's going on with her and her new creativity and everything that's been, happening in her world. So stay tuned so you can get caught up on both of those things. Also, I just wanted to give you guys an update of what's been going on in Kim's world. I've been working on some music and still trying to get together. I want to invite everyone that has been a guest and showed us support here on 2GO Radio. I want to give them a shout out that we are still planning the party for December the 14th. We still trying to get a venue, and I'm still contacting guests to see who RSVP and everything in that nature. So it's still a make. I know time is going short, but like I said, if it don't be a big thing like I planned, next year we'll be able to do it bigger. But this year I just wanted to get something together very soon and very small, just to acknowledge and show how we do appreciate everyone that support us in coming out and coming on to the show and, telling their story, their journey, and just being a part of the community of the media. With that being said, also, like I said, I've been working on some new music, my new conscious music. I'm into half development of the first production of the first song for the musical track that you've seen. If you missed the show, that was the second Saturday, I believe it was November the 9th, when I had did the freestyling of the song that we'll be working on. So, like I said, you got to stay tuned to my entity pages in order to find out what's going on with me. And locally, I've been just mostly low-key, came up with some new adventures of employment. So now I'm working, and I start on Monday. So that was a venture that I was doing while I was working on self. That was part of the things when I was saying that I've been trying to self-elevate myself. So that was one of the things I was trying to do in elevating myself, was to find some employment and gainful employment, which would allow me to still do what I love to do, be in the community, and be able to get the info and be able to just come to you guys, whatever we get into, whatever we fall into our laps, and bring it to you right here, so you'll know what's going on and we can keep you updated. I'm sure Brother Lawrence wants to give you, hey, the legend is here. So I wanted to give Brother Lawrence a chance to give you an update of what's been going on like we normally do in his situation.
Well, my situation is my situation. But, I just been doing what I do. I don't go into details about everything, but I just been living my life, trying to make the best out of it. Turn lemons into lemonade, you know what I mean? Always trying to encourage people, to move on, move forward. Watch out for these traps and stuff they got set out here. So with that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and bring my brother up.
That's right, the one and only, yes! DC Legend Maniac! The house! That being said, I hope y'all enjoyed that because we did have the rights because the legend is right here that you heard on that track. And with that being said, once again, we'd like to welcome you on 2GO, the legend, Mr. Maniac. And we're glad that you was able to make it in this weather.
Yeah, glad
I'm so proud to have you, and it's an honor to have you here today. And throughout this hour, so I hope we get a little bit of juice of some old and some new, and what you planning on doing in the future. So with that being said, Brother Lance, you want to start out with anything you want to do?
I just want to take this time and welcome Maniac to the show. We go way back, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We actually go back before he was Maniac, you know what I mean?
Right.
We go back when he was with the Mighty Peacemakers, you know what I'm saying, down the K-Yard.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? When I actually got first introduced to go-go, well, what's a go-go? Well, I could say back in the day, it wasn't called go-go, but bands was cranking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We used to play a lot of top 40, and then we went to go.
Yeah. So then we went to go-go, and then actually, because I used to have a band live right next door to me. They used to play every Sunday or Saturday in the backyard and stuff. And I had Chaos. We was playing up in the room and stuff before we started playing in it. And it wasn't even called go-go back then. We were just cranking.
Right.
So now, fast forward, you know, we see this band was up Dunbar called Rare Essence. When I say we, I mean me.
Yeah.
And they was like, Rare Essence. And I was like, who is Rare Essence? But anyway, we go up Dunbar, climb in through the window, you know what I mean? Sneak in there. We was young, you know. We ain't really supposed to been in there. And we see the band cranking, spots, lights,
Right.
everything, red, dressed in red and white. It was just a professional band. I ain't never see that unless it was on TV. But what actually drew me to them like that, I could do this, they had this little guy up front rapping, right? We said, say what now?
Yeah, little Benny.
I say what, y'all? And all that. And I was like, God damn, these ones, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they said they would be up the High Theater like every Saturday night, you know. But then before I even started going up to Howard, they was like, you going up the Cave Yard? I was like, what's the Cave Yard? Come on, we going up the Cave Yard, see the Mighty Peacemaker. But they didn't say the Mighty Peacemaker.
Right.
So I knew it was the band.
Right.
So we go up in the jump, go up in there, and who I see up there rocking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, they was cranking just as well as Rare Essence was cranking. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know him then, but it was Lawrence. It was
Sandy Bean.
what's the guy named the other
Booty.
rapper?
Gary Clark.
Gary Clark, Loose Booty,
Yeah.
Mac. That's what caught my attention right there.
Yeah.
He was the beast on them drums, and like I say, Lawrence. What's the tall, light-skinned brother? The guitar.
Sandy.
Yeah, Sandy. Yeah, I mean, they actually played music, and they was cranking. And so before I really got into RE, it was the Peacemakers.
Yeah.
You know, we used to go up that joint every Friday night. What's that little short dude with the limp? They used to run that joint, had the big stick.
What was his name? I forgot.
I don't even remember his name, but everybody was going to look out for him.
Yeah.
But because he was actually the security up that joint, try to keep things in order.
Right.
And it got, I guess it just grew out of hand. So that's when y'all started playing up the Howard. You know what I'm saying? So actually, it was actually a Northwest thing, because I know, you know how, you know, people got go-go and they try go from DC, then you got people trying to category.
Yeah.
I ain't saying no names, I just noticed that, right? But, you know, we had our Uptown crew, Peacemakers, Mass Extension, Patworth,
Yeah.
and so on, High Theater, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That them was the times. So with all that being said, that was just an introduction to, you know, how I really met Lawrence, and then actually got a little personal once. Used to mess with a girl down Temple Corn, but we'll leave that alone. But I just see you down the way. I was like, that's Lawrence, man. What's up?
Oh, you talking about right?
Yeah, we kicked it like that.
My oldest son, mother.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See?
So anyway,
Yeah.
when you played in the band back then, and especially if you was playing at schools and Howard Theater, College, and places like that, you became what we call basically a ghetto celebrity. and he was a ghetto celebrity. You know, when he come around, right? You know, Lawrence around there. You know, you know how it is.
I didn't even know, man. I'm saying,
Yeah,
I was just there.
You ain't know. All right, well, even
know.
like when Mike Muse, I told him
Yeah.
when we went to Dunbar together, but
Right.
when he getting out the car going to people, that's Mike Muse over there, play with Essence. So, becoming a ghetto celebrity, and I got a whiff of it when I started playing with Petworth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
Yeah.
And so what's been going on with you, my brother?
Nothing, man. I've been working with Funky Ned. He got a little group together, so I've been
The
working
Legends?
out with them. It's the Legends.
Yeah, he spoke on that when he was
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, working out with them. They did a show. I wasn't on it. I ain't ready yet.
Oh, okay, because I was looking at that show.
Yeah,
You talking about when they did,
Yeah.
and Funk was up there.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, I thought Lawrence was with that, and I was going to ask you about that. But
Yeah,
you
I
still
ain't-
with him.
Yeah, yeah. I ain't quite ready yet. That's all.
What you mean you ain't quite?
No, I'm just saying, Ned wanted to be right,
Uh-huh.
so, I'm just,
Okay, because my thing is, he told me that he wanted to get some of that old music
right.
recorded. And I'm telling him he need to go ahead and do that because, like, one of my favorite tunes, the other bands don't really play,
What's that?
was that Do It On Down.
Yeah, we do that.
That joint is like
Yeah,
the
I like
music part, and white boy that wonk,
Yeah.
and then Ned come with his
Yeah.
part, and it's just a shout out. Yeah, y'all got to put that on,
Yeah.
and so tell me something about that situation. What's going on with it?
I mean, everybody's doing all right, we working all right, but, I'm just trying to get my timing down. That's all,
Okay.
get my timing right. So they brought in the old master, Funk.
Yeah.
Funk.
Oh, he didn't even have to do no practice.
He
All he had to do was
came
show
to a
up for
rehearsal.
real.
He
For
came
real.
to a rehearsal. but
I guess
anyway,
that was just out of respect.
it was good for me to see him rehearse with them, and
Okay.
I picked up some pointers and stuff.
But because you got to realize, even back then when they was with Essence, he was training them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So even though the music might be different songs or whatever, he know how to read the crowd, and that's what it's all about, getting
Yeah.
that crowd moving,
That's
And
right.
he
That's
said
right.
if the crowd moving,
That's right.
ain't no need to really rush into the next song just to say you playing the next song.
right.
That's when I hear them New York DJs, they play like 50 songs in a half an hour.
Right.
Nah, man, we here in DC.
If you gotta move
that
in
joint
that.
rocking, it's gonna rock. I even DJ and I was rocking some joint, and this dude kept coming. Don't leave it right there. Don't. I'm like, man, I got this.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about here, about making the crowd move and getting the party going. So you with that situation, do y'all plan on coming out anytime soon, or y'all just do
they
occasionally?
did that gig the other day, so I don't know if they have anything else lined up, but I'm gonna be ready for it. When they roll out, I'm gonna be ready.
Yeah.
So,
You gotta
yeah.
represent.
Yeah,
You gotta represent the home team,
That's
man.
right, that's
yeah,
right.
so that's what it is. So I got something I'm gonna trip you out with a little later on. While we talking. You remember that jump you did, poke your ass out and wiggle it, girl?
Yeah.
I actually
Oh,
bought
you got
it.
a little bit of that, huh?
See, I told you.
Yeah.
Y'all can't sleep.
He actually did a track with Maniac back in the day. My son, he a producer. He actually produced the track, and I wrote to it. And I asked Nas to come be on it, and he came. We recorded it, but I guess the far as promotions and marketing back then,
Yeah.
it was like if it ain't get played on the radio, basically gonna be like stuck. But now we got the internet and all that,
Right.
and you can use that as a tool. So it was just sitting, but it was nice. I got a new dance popping off in town.
Right.
It ain't hard to do, but it's so profound.
With that being said, so not cut you off, brother. You get back into that juice. We're gonna play that track for you guys. With that being said, so far as you now, Lawrence, between the music industry and with the Don't Mute DC, with the Go-Go, and with Go-Go becoming the music for DC, being after the transition from the time that you started in it to now, where you think is Go-Go is going to continue to grow, or you think it's going to diminish in some ways or form or fashion and change, or what are your feels on that?
I think Go-Go will grow if, we all work, right? We work around white people.
Right.
A lot of them like Go-Go. They ain't gonna set foot in the Go-Go. They bring some white people to our show. Bring some white people to our show. There's always one or two that might go to a go-go, and you know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name?
Jill,
and who else? It was a couple girls back in the day.
Yeah,
they used to come
I know the two. I can't remember their names right now.
They used to come to the go-go and stuff. They were cool. But see, the thing is, if enough people come, because I know they listen to it in the car.
Yes, they do.
I hear them listening.
And they on the
you look
radio.
at the outside
and
shows,
they like it, yeah.
At the outside events, they be there partying.
Yep,
right.
They get down, yeah.
Go-go will grow once it crosses over. I mean, we don't have to change what we're doing.
Right.
It's got to cross over. And, man, don't be... White folks, if you're listening to me, don't be scared to come to the go-go. There. Oh, don't be scared to come to the go-go. Ain't nobody going to hurt you. You know that.
Right.
You know, like DC, right? People used to be scared to come to DC.
It ain't like that no more.
I know. But look, now white people walking around reading the book, stepping over niggas. Niggas killing each other. We're not killing. Nobody doing nothing to the white
If you look
folks.
at them clips on 7th Street when they out there playing the music, they stop and they be partying.
All right.
Yeah.
So like I say, man, they like it, but they just won't come out.
They won't integrate deeply into it to find out the developments of it.
If they come out, we're gonna eventually when they start being interested in it.
Because music is universal.
It's gonna take off, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And I hate to be 80 years old, roll out on the stage, you know.
But it's the few that don't want to let it go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When I mean don't let it go, they don't want other races and nationality playing so-called our music. You know what I mean? But it is what it is.
I heard
It's actually the creator music, if you want to go.
Right. I heard a Chinese group.
I heard it too.
On
YouTube.
Facebook. And
cranking it.
And it was cranking. But see, don't be mad. They just picked up the sound and they just developed
the sound.
You know,
style.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we know who created it. We know who the creators and stuff are, but you know, don't be mad if somebody else.
So,
right.
So Funk and them reaching to BET and Bear and them getting on BET, you don't think that it may have pushed it above the margin where we are noticed now, far as the go-go sound, or is we still got some more mountains to push and move?
We still got ways to go because it was all right and stuff, but it just seemed like it just didn't do it.
Oh, you talking about that show?
Yeah, it just
it was
when it was on the war show.
It wasn't true. When I say true go-go, you might have hit some of the songs, but real go-go is uncut. You can't rush it. You know what I mean? It's that pocket or it's whatever, and you dance.
They should have let Funk loose and he do some
because they had the marching bands and all that.
Call and response, you know, so he can get the crowd into it, just to show them what go-go is.
Right.
But that's what the corporations do. They tell you got this much time,
right?
And they tell you
what you
can do. So what you can and can't do. So therefore, it's not really go-go. It's their version of what they want, you know, to call it. But a lot of times when they go national, they gonna put what they want to it and how do you do it. But we all, like I say,
and then you got to carpet plead to so many agreements order just to get that spotlight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I think it was a win. I think it was a win just for recognition because everybody knew what go-go was. Everybody, unless you was under rock somewhere,
that's right.
You done heard of go-go.
That's right.
You know, you either like it or you don't. And the most people that don't, they can't really experience it because they hear versions on the radio. Go-go is not really like for radio. It's for live when you feel it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you cranking.
You know how they changed. You know how they had changed the go-go for a minute and did all that open hi-hat stuff. Yeah. You notice it went back to the socket, right?
Yeah.
Like I say, man, that's where it is. You don't. I mean, you can put stuff on top of it, but don't change that. Don't change
the core.
Yeah, that's what it is. You know.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a funny story, right?
Mm-hmm.
One day I was with Essence, right, and I was cranking, you know, but it's like a Redskin getting with Dallas.
Okay.
You know.
Oh,
okay, yeah.
When I was with Peacemaker, we were just so hot at that time, and I quit. I quit because, you know, they was messing up the money, and they wasn't. Miss Mac came down to ask us to be in the group. I mean, she wanted to manage us.
Yeah, that's how she did Petworth.
They turned her down.
Petworth did too.
Well, why they turn? I don't know why Petworth turned her down. Peacemakers was in desperate need of management.
Come on, because their music.
Yeah, was in desperate need of management. They turned her down. So after that, man, I was frustrated. I said, man, I quit, you know, and got my little stuff, keyboard, amps and stuff. Sold it, bought me a car.
Right.
Then I went to hear Razzins at Northwest Gardens, right? They was playing, you know, I was out front sitting out there talking to Miss Mac.
Uh-huh.
So we talked for a while. Then she called me. She called me because I told her I was out the group. She called me one Saturday and said, she said, Lons, we looking for a singer. You know, I sang, I dabble a little bit. I said, all right, you know. So I came down there and auditioned. And they had me sing a cappella, a couple songs, you know. So they, you know, went on.
Do you know who else? Any other people that might have been in that audition that we might have known?
In the audition? No,
Yeah.
It was just me auditioning. It
it
wasn't
wasn't
nobody
no
else.
other
No,
people?
it wasn't like a for a movie. You got different people coming.
Okay.
I just auditioned for them, and Fuss was my man.
Oh, okay.
Fuss.
That's what Mickey said. They say Foots was one of the big hats.
Yeah.
It was Foots, Funky Ned, and it was somebody else, a third person.
Yeah.
I think it might have been Donnell, but I ain't sure.
Yeah. I don't think it was Donnell at the time.
Foots. Oh, White Boy. That's who it was.
White
It was
Boy,
Foots,
yeah.
Funky Ned, and White Boy.
Yeah, it was big time. So, yeah, man. So that's how that happened. You know, it's crazy. I was great to make a point. I forgot where I was.
Oh, okay. You
Gotta
said
suck
it's
your
funny.
memory.
And how it happened, they called you because the Peacemakers messed up. They ain't
Oh
let Miss
yeah,
Mac
yeah.
manage
So
them.
Miss Mac wanted to manage us. They didn't want her to come, and you know, the rest is history. They went on, and after I auditioned, after that, I was just a singer. I was coming up just singing, going
Right.
backstage.
I remember that.
And I worked my way up to the stage and stuff. But one night at the Howard Theater, I was with the band and everything. I was doing good and had made a name for myself, you know,
Right.
Maniac and everything. Funk came into the Howard. He walked in there. Everybody started saying, "Wind me up, Funk." He was in the back.
Was
and
Funk actually in the band at the time?
No, he had
Okay.
left the group.
Okay.
I came and sort of try to replace. I wasn't replacing him. I was just filling in as
Right.
a singer
Right.
that turned rapper. So, so then Funk was back there. Hey, wind me up. They were saying it so loud I couldn't even hear myself talk. So I backed off. Funk came up there on the stage, and Funk, you know, did his thing. But then Funk passed the baton to me. He said, "I want y'all to respect Lons like you respect me. He's part of the family now." After that, it was on.
Oh, that's
man.
what's
It was
That's
on,
what's up.
and he
Yeah.
did me a big favor, man. Cause
Shout out, Funk.
yeah, shout out Funk.
I'm trying to get you on the show too, Funk. So.
Oh, Funk gonna be on this show.
All right,
He'll
trying
be
to get him
here.
up there.
Funk gonna be up here.
Okay.
So like he said, yeah, you know, he's part of the family and stuff. And after that, man, it wasn't no more red skin. It seemed like, you know,
Yeah.
I was part of the family, and then I started creating a lot of stuff, man, a lot of stuff.
Okay, that's what's
Yeah,
up.
a lot of stuff I created.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, because
Yeah.
like I said, that was good. And I another thing I wanted to ask you, we still got a few more minutes. You played behind some nice drummers, Mac,
Oh, yeah.
Foots,
Yeah.
Ghost,
Yeah.
to name a few,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
I had to throw me in
Y'all
there,
heard
right?
that last one,
Hey,
right?
hey, I always endorse Ghost. Ghost
Yeah,
is
so,
all right.
right. Yes,
so
he is. He is
I'm gonna
good.
fast forward a little bit because you, like you said, you played in a few groups. You played in the Mighty Peacemakers. We spoke on that. You played with Rasses. We spoke on that. Let's speak a little bit on Maniac and the Soldiers. How did that situation occur? And you know, even though it wasn't a long run, but what you think of it? You know,
Maniac and Soldiers was tight. Actually, if the timing was right, we would have been the band.
Right.
We would have been the band, but we just didn't have the right promotion.
Right.
We was out there in Virginia somewhere playing, you know.
because we had a nice squad. We had
Bula,
Bula,
you,
me.
me,
The bass player was You played Peacemaker. What's his name?
Binky.
Binky.
Yeah, we had a lot of good people, man.
Yeah, I actually got a couple of them CDs, but I ain't had enough time to go
Oh,
through to
man,
find
wish
it
you
to bring
would've.
it up here. But I can still make you a couple of copies and get it to you a
Yeah.
little bit later.
Yeah, man. That was a nice group. And it was a nice name, you know, just to put my name out there. Maniac and the Soldiers, it seemed pretty good.
Yeah, we had our
Okay.
we had the soldiers, you know, the green fatigue that the
Yeah.
soldiers
Okay.
wear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that was a nice little phase.
Yeah, and then
career.
so that had transpired because you was doing your own thing at the time, right? You stepped out.
Yeah.
Okay, and so now you played with a Touch of Essence,
Touch
and
of
then
Essence.
also the Legends.
Right.
So speak on those two situations.
Touch of Essence was Touch of Essence. Everybody looked like they was from Essence, so that was a good name. For
Who was managing that?
Mo and Jahar.
Okay,
You know,
I remember
Mo,
Jihad.
Mo,
I remember Mo.
Moulton.
He got what you call the Don't Mute DC, didn't he?
I think
Cause he put some hats. He was
No,
selling
he doing
hats.
Mochella now. I think that's
No, that's a different mode.
That's a different
Ain't
mode.
that's a different mode? Or
I
is that
don't
the same?
know. I don't know. But I know Mo and Jahar, they was doing it.
And
they
Jahar,
tried
he
it.
doing Familiar Faces now.
Is he?
Yeah, that
Mo?
was his band. All them years there, they popping off.
I ain't know that.
Okay.
Yeah, they tried. They tried to do the best they could, but you know, it was kind of new to them at that
Right.
time. So
Yeah.
we was doing what we could do, you know. So that's all.
And we spoke earlier on the legends. Okay, so now give me a. Oh, I want to say this too, because I also thought a lot of times, like you got with Essence, right? Now you know how you got your phones,
Yeah.
and even though you was with the Peacemakers
Mhm.
and you went with them, and then you always had Funk and Lil Benny.
Right.
Did you ever feel as though you ain't ever get your like proper due as a lead rapper? I was like looking at it like, you know, Holyfield, right? Holyfield, he worked his way up the ranks.
Right.
And when he became heavyweight champion, it seemed like they didn't really give him his props like a true heavyweight, even though he was holding his own. I kind of, in a sense, sometimes put you in that category because even though you held it down and you was doing your thing, like you said, when Funk came in there and they was hard to wind me up Funk and you couldn't even hear yourself talk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then Funk turned around and say, get this man that respect because he part of the family now. Do you ever feel like you was the underdog?
I did at one time. I did. Yeah, I did. But you know, I mean, it's just a phase I was going through.
Right.
Because
what you did, you that name Maniac will forever be known with Red Essence.
Right.
And then when you do the research on the Maniac, boom.
Yeah.
It's Lawrence West.
And like I say, I made a lot of stuff up, man. I'm planning on doing that, you know, in this
You promised me today that you quit your
man,
girlfriend.
All kinds of stuff, man. So
I said I will be the next one. Yeah, all that. You know I know this.
Man, all that. So I mean, I ain't stopped creating. I ain't changed a bit. I'm just gonna put my.
So
my
I want to
head
ask
down
you
and
this
do
too.
It, huh?
Even though you with the legends now,
Right.
to me, when I talked to Ned, he said he's gonna try to get the old music out there, right?
Right.
At some point, the leader got to be the leader.
Mm-hmm.
You think they're gonna let you create some new stuff? Because even though we old school, it's some nice
Still
stuff
gotta
out
be-
here that can be done that we can still deal with.
It's like this. Ned is the leader of the group, right? But we gonna have to collaborate, and you know, he got to let somebody in with some fresh ideas.
Right,
'Cause I come up with a lot of stuff, and I will come up with a lot of stuff, and they know that if they think about the past, everybody in that group can play. Everybody can play, right? Nobody taking nothing away from them. So I'm the same person I was, creative and all this. So I'm coming at you with stuff. Don't just shy away from it. At least listen to it.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, I come up with ideas, man. You know.
Yeah, that's what leaders do.
Like when I mean, just for instance, like it wasn't mine, but I thought of doing the Stevie Wonder down. I said, let's do that, and I brought that to the table.
You brought that to
Of
them.
course.
I ain't know that. I always thought Ned brought it because of that run was so.
Now, I don't even want to run down the stuff I brought to that.
Go ahead,
group.
run it down. You hear? Listen, you hear the place history where it's supposed to be.
Well, you already know.
Because when down there in Florida,
Yeah.
place history where it's supposed to be, I was like, wow, I didn't know he did all that for Red Essence.
Right.
You know, I just thought, you know.
Well, just ask about something, and I'll let you know. I mean, ask about.
But you know, so put your history now.
Stuff that was out there before I came is
Because like
still
I just
out there.
threw out, you promised me today to quit.
Okay,
I knew that
yeah.
because I know you were saying that, but it could be some stuff that I don't know about. You know,
Well, you know, giggles and squirms. That's.
in bald headed
But
one.
you know what I'm
Talk
saying.
about rattlesnakes.
You know what? When I came up with that,
And
they
them
didn't like
baby
it. They didn't
cakes.
like it, and I don't think today certain ones don't like it. But
Man, that
people
don't
love
be
it.
cranking,
That's what
man.
I'm saying.
You know what I'm
People like
saying?
it, yeah.
Because the music cranking and fit right in. You know, that I would love to hear that. See, when we listen to that old stuff, the audio was one in mono.
right.
Now they doing go-go and stereo. And some of them is like digital.
Right.
Carry that stuff in the studio now. And slow that joint down with that funky beat.
Yeah.
I would love to ride down the street and listen to that joint in my system. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's what I wish the legends would do. You know what I mean? Whoever else out there that's doing some stuff.
Yeah,
but do it that way.
We'll be doing some of the classes and redoing them and stuff.
Right.
Because you can't just get that out your head. But
Nah.
I would like
even
to add,
take a little ride through the city. Man, that don't be taking me down memory lane.
Look, Glass House.
Don't throw no stones.
That's mine.
Oh, for real?
I swear to God, I came up with that.
You held up.
See, I don't want to.
Glass House.
Glass House.
Don't want to do it. If you bought the idea,
I did.
You here to state your claim.
You know what?
You know what I mean?
Something I had said, and somebody actually recorded it on an album. Well, anyway, going back to Peacemakers, you know that using that thing, dun 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 dun, do it again, y'all.
Dun, dun, yeah.
We did that. And they Trouble Funk recorded that, I think, or EU.
But a lot of I ain't gonna throw no name, but a lot of a band was out there when somebody else do something make it hot, they would run in the studio and do it.
Right.
But I ain't gonna put it on who it was, but people that was living back there at that time, they know who it was.
And that the second verse to Hollywood, if leaving home is what you want to do, this simple song will stick like glue. Because no one wants to sleep outside. Yeah. 'Cause it might make you lose your pride. Now take these words we chant with he and don't. Mix your pride with greed. When you cross the bridge, you got to pay the toll. The Legends Band came to rock. Do it.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, me and Benny used to do that together. We, rap that. I heard them bringing it in one time without me. I mean, starting it, so I knew it was acceptable.
Right.
That he liked it and stuff. The second verse.
Since you said that, it's crazy. I hit this rhyme back in the day. We was at the it's now called the 930 Club, but it was WOL back in the day.
Yeah.
You know how Benny and them, you was playing with asses then, put the mic in the crowd. And I heard it. I hit this joint, I said, when they was hitting that roll call, I think was, and Benny put the mic out there. I said, everybody talking about Foxy Brown, but my main man Mickey is back in town. If you want to see how good he plays, don't stay in the back. Come up and show your face. He gonna make you freaky, make you sweat, right?
Yeah.
And Benny said, I like that. Say that again, brother. And he put it there.
You sure that was? It probably was Shake It But Don't Break It.
It might have been Shake It But Break It. Yeah. And he said, I like that, big brother. And he incorporated that jump. So, as you know me, I back in the day, I make up tunes. I'm still making up stuff. That's the fun and being an artist and doing music.
Yeah.
And go-go. This is like a whole generational thing. Imagine if people ain't had go-go back in that time when we was coming up. Now, we lived for that stuff.
That's right, yeah.
We had the streets. The streets would have consumed us.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And it did consume a lot of people.
It did.
So for us to be still sitting here today talking about it, and it's still going on, that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So let me play this a little bit. This is a little jump we did back in the day. Let me see if it play on this.
All right, this is Ghost
Poke your ass out and Wiggly Girl.
Maniac.
Okay.
Back in the day, out the vault of DJ Ghost. So here we go.
Come on. Yeah. Know you seen it coming. Another kid exclusive. Yeah. Come on. Platinum status.
And I'm the maniac. Stick 'em, ha ha ha, stick 'em. Come on.
Yes, and wiggle it, girl. Yes, and wiggle it, girl. Yes, and wiggle it, girl. Drop it low, girl. Drop it to the floor, girl. Yes, and wiggle it, girl. Yes, and wiggle it, girl. Yes, and wiggle it, girl. Drop it low, girl. Drop it to the floor, girl.
I got a new dance popping off in town. It ain't hard to do, but it's so profound. Report to the dance floor, don't be late. The way you wiggle that body, girl, I can't wait. I never disrespect, so don't get it wrong. But the way you move, I had to write this song. And I don't even care if it makes the top 10. But tonight we got to get it.
Yes, and wiggle it, girl. Yes, and wiggle it, girl. Yes, and wiggle it, girl. Drop it low, girl. Drop it to the floor, girl. Yes, and wiggle it, girl.
sound like Juice.
And Salt and Wiggly Girl. Might be coming to a club near you soon.
Put it on there. Put it on there.
With that being said, so now that he done took you down the history, down memory lane, of any of all these things that you guys just spoke of, any of the music, and I heard you say that you guys are speaking of bringing back some of the classics and redo them. Is it anything that, like you said, I heard you mention that you was thinking about how y'all going to bring them back. And you want to speak on that, how you're going to redo the classics, or you said you're going to change some things, or you add some things?
Well, the thing is, we're going to do the classics the way they were done. We're going to just try to tighten them up. But basically, I want to expand on that. I want to do, like, be creative like I was. Like, when I came in the group, I just made up a whole lot of stuff. You know, it sort of changed the sound a little bit.
Right.
You know, so I just want to go there. I just want to continue to do that and continue to, and I always did it in an Essence way. Whenever I thought of doing something, how would Essence do this? So let me do it in an Essence way. I didn't want to change, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, I just want to continue to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
With that being said, too, as well as you said you want to continue, not so much just, well, you're going to fuse from what you have, from what all the experiences, the music experiences, and continue to integrate them into what's up for you to do. So is that saying, like, actually new music with the legends or without the legends, or music like a book maybe of your time in this venture, or this journey? I mean, everyone else has mentioned they might do a book and stuff. I know.
It'll be a wild book.
Rest in peace, Tino.
Yeah,
with that being said,
it'll be a wild
he said it'd be a wild book. I always ask him, you know, when the guests come on here, give me a wild moment.
Oh, man.
This one wild moment back in the day when you was dealing with these, you know, just some wild moment, that a story that probably hadn't got out there.
Let me think. Now I'm talking about in my personal life. I'm talking about wild stuff that I went through. You know, like in and out of the group. So you know, we had a little. Let me think. One time, George Clinton, I was backstage, right, at the Cap Center. Okay. And, you know, I'm wild and crazy. You know, we smoking weed, smoking both. You know, everybody. If you was at the Howard Theater, you smoked both. Right. Everybody was either you smoked it or you got a contact from it.
I probably got the contact because I wouldn't smoke that
So
shit.
anyway, so
he was lunching out and all.
Yeah, so I went backstage. George Clinton was back there, and I offered him some both. He said, youngin', I don't smoke that. You know, because he had fruit on his table.
Yeah, that probably messed the whole show up that night.
He messed with drugs, but he
not with the boat.
He ain't messing with the boat, and I'm glad he kind of frowned on it because it kind of pulled me away.
But actually, the drugs messed him up, because I did, when you do the research on him, you know that he lost all his copyrights because he sold it, you know,
for
back
drugs,
in the day for an 8-ball.
Yep.
They say. And that's crazy, but when you on it, you on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was on it bad, you know. But anyway, so he was coming off of it. You know, this was when they did the vote thing.
Yeah,
it was at the Cap Center or something. The get out to vote thing.
Yeah.
And that's when he gave me that little hook that I brought to Essence. Shake what you brought with you. Because you know what it's going to get you. Yeah, man. So, you know, I respect him, man.
Okay.
But it's bad that he got to perform the rest of his life, because how he gonna live?
Right.
I mean, he tried. I think they got it in court.
Well, he actually, if he can take the money from the shows he get and invest it right, it could be done. But all these musicians out here now, just learn from other people's mistakes, so you won't go down that road. Yeah. Because actually, it's more. It's good. This internet made it better in a sense. But also, they got some stuff out now. When you read contracts from these labels, and that when Jay-Z say, you still signing deals. But but when you're doing your own thing, it's called holograph. You know the holograph?
Yeah.
And they might put that in your contract that they own the rights to holograph. You might don't even know what holograph is, right? But that's futuristic.
When you die, they can have you perform somewhere
Yeah.
in a hologram.
Yeah, and I seen it done already, and it
Yeah.
don't look like they did Michael Jackson. He was
Yeah.
on stage, and they had real dancers up there
Right.
performing with him,
Right.
and he was the hologram, but you couldn't tell the difference.
Ain't that
And
something?
yeah, and then the thing after that is people just want to be entertained. They can
Right.
take that anywhere.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
True,
saying? And they
true.
go out that night, pay that money for that concert.
Yeah.
You know, so I'd always say the real way to go is document your stuff, and the real money is in the live performances
That's right.
now.
Yeah,
Because you know, because if you go out and perform live, you get that money. You can't duplicate a live.
Is it a live band here?
Mm-hmm. That's
Live
what
band, DJ, people coming up rapping. Yeah, so
For real?
yeah, they right out there. They've been out. This is like the third or fourth week they've been out there.
Like
It seem
out
like
in,
every
in
week
the
in the main
hallway?
lobby. Yeah,
Oh, it's like people in the.
yeah. Like you out there shopping, you can go look at the band.
Okay.
That's why I say this is a music town, and there's more different genres,
Yeah.
and there's more different music out here. The way to promote it now.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Definitely. Definitely.
and as long as you build your followers up, shit, you be good to go, and you go where the followers at. So
Yeah,
you
you
put
right.
out a record and sell it in Wyoming. You don't book your concert here. You book it over there where it's selling at.
Right.
You feel
right.
me?
Yeah.
Take it from a plane or a bus or whatever,
Yeah.
and go out there and get your mugs and your T-shirts, whatever else you gonna sell, and have a good night out
Yeah,
there, Joe.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And so, what is your son doing, man?
Uh,
Genius. The dude is bad,
He,
man.
he's working a
I know
9 to
you-
5,
I know
right?
you had him on the show, right?
Not yet. He's working a 9 to 5, right? I was thinking about getting him on here. He's working a 9 to 5, but he's still doing his music. Actually,
Yeah.
just buying a home now.
Right.
Purchased his house. They went through the walkthrough the other day, but he's already told me the music. He know he put here to do that. And
Right.
the 9 to 5 ain't feeding his soul like the music.
So, what instruments do he play? I'm just asking. I mean,
He played drums. He started off with the drums,
drums,
keyboards, bass, lead.
Damn.
Anything he pick up, he actually can
I
master
know,
that
I
joint.
know.
That's just like
So-
the gift he got.
Yeah.
But if people follow me on my page, they see the instruments he played. But he also in that studio, he a master
Right, right.
mixer. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
all
saying?
that,
So
yeah.
that's what he loved to do. And he did some hits. He did some records for some people in the industry that reached out to him. He actually said, somebody seen his page and said, "Man, you mind if I shop your stuff?" And he said, "Go ahead and shop it." And they got him 3. He did a Christmas song for what's that? With Boys the Men, and then there's some rappers up in New York, some older rappers that Jadakiss and somebody else rapped on a couple of his tracks, right? But to me, that industry, when I first found out about the Illuminati and how twisted all that
Right.
shit was,
Yeah.
that kind of pushed me away from it.
Right.
That pursuing that, because they just don't want your talent. They want your damn soul. They want to tell you what you can do and how you bump all that.
Yeah.
So, but you can still be an artist, and you can live off of your craft, off of your fans and your followers if you do it right.
Yeah.
But I always believe, what's his, he gonna get. What God got for you is
That's
for
right,
you.
that's
You know what I mean?
Right.
So he's still doing music. He actually got a studio built in his new home, and that's what he love to do. I still got my studio in my basement,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna do that till they put me in the dirt. I work a 9 to 5. Once I retire, I just do it right now for the love of it.
Right.
And,
Are you
you know.
retired?
huh?
You retired?
Now I'm about to retire in a few
okay.
more years. I say I want to do it.
You put them years in, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I ain't gonna walk away from it unless
That's
I
right.
just have to.
right.
Now, if I hit a number or something, I'm out of there. You know what I'm saying?
That changed a lot of
you know,
things.
the system got it where they got this shit on, in a sense, on lock.
Right.
That's
Even
why you
when
gotta tap into
retire,
your spirituality.
They still gonna tax that. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
but
saying?
you gotta tap into your spirituality where you can bend this shit, and that's what I've been doing. That's the side of me that I'm working on, and metaphysics and all that that I got working for me, that we've been lied to as we've been coming up. You know what I'm saying? Finding out a few things. So I'm working on that too. So
So I just hope, man, Go-Go just thrives and, just like it used to be,
But like I said, I thought it was going somewhere when I walked away from it.
Yeah.
Back in the day, because I got into the streets and all that, and then the people that was managing us, they was in smoking the boat and doing all, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you're like, damn, wow. So anyway, now chipping them back into it, and they got the band back together, sounding pretty good. So, because I always told them I hope they can get that legacy together, because that Petworth legacy was just like a Red Essence legacy.
Yeah.
Just like a Peacemaker legacy.
Yeah.
Just like, it's all depending on how you treat it.
What about Chaos, man?
Blinkers, he's still doing that at what level he can do it at.
All right.
But, that ain't my legacy no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had a band for like 3 years and I walked away from it because of the people and personalities and all that kind of stuff. But like I say, actually I got a practice to go to tonight and to tomorrow night. I got one to go to, but I'm like a hired musician, and I want to do music, but I get a kick out like you sitting over there, right? I said, Maniac, check this track out.
Right.
Which I got this track I'm gonna let you hear for your lead called "Be My Wife."
Okay.
And carry you in the booth or with a band and you perform it. Right. My artwork is still coming to life, even though somebody else. I ain't no singer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So and then deal with this artist, that artist. I'd be like a Quincy Jones kind of guy.
Yeah.
You hear something in your head, then you write it on paper, and then you get other people to bring it to life for you.
Right.
That's a good feeling, a good creation, Especially if you singing it and you're in front of an audience in a packed house singing your lyrics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you don't remember this one. Do yourself a favor, keep the thing in your pants. You don't want to end up like Rock Hudson, my man.
I remember, but I don't know about Barbados.
You're in trouble for sure, because what you got there is no cure.
Yeah.
This here's dance to the street and go home and scratch. Stay away from me, because it's easy to catch. No sex after go-go.
Bring all that back.
You might get in trouble. Yeah.
He
give me that one.
Because you might get in trouble.
I used it a few times at the back in the day. We was at the room downtown.
Yeah.
I remember doing it.
Okay.
At the room, and I did it somewhere else.
Yeah, because I didn't remember Barbados, but I remember if there are no girls up front, you can do what the hell you want. You can jump all up in the air if that's the type of atmosphere.
Yeah.
I don't care just what you do, just as long as y'all make sure everything stay cool, no fighting in the go-go. Because you come to go-go. Yeah.
And
Money try to take claim of that. I say, man, nigga, please.
Yeah. And I came with that. If all of that shaking in the front, I can just imagine what's shaking in the back.
Y'all hear that? It must be jelly, because jam don't shake like that.
A lot of stuff, man. I got a whole list of stuff that I just came up with.
So that's why that book or the memoir of Lawrence West, the Maniac, need to come to play.
Yeah, because that's why we having this show right here. When I be doing a lot of legends, I can get a lot of young people in here too if I ask them. But I like to get these legends because right now we being documented. And when we gone, somebody going to be able to pull this up. And you going to get the true history of go-go. And there's a lot of things that I really can say, but I don't. I don't really like throwing people under the bus.
Right.
But go-go wasn't all this fine band of roses and shit. It was like some cruddy shit going on.
It was a struggle. Just
you know what I'm saying? Just like everything else. So, but on this show, I ain't gonna tell that part, unless the artists come in here and want to tell it, it's so big. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, with that being said, so before you go, you said that you thought about a book. So I'm going to keep pushing for that because I just want our legends to make their mark and make sure we put it out there. Like Stinky Dink said, when he was on here, he said, and I asked him, I said, so how does it feel, even though you were globally known, but you're local and DC wealthy.
Right.
because of the people. Love what you did and what you have left behind. Because everybody can't get over the $100 bill and a one-track mind. So that's what we was asking him, and asking you the same thing. So
actually, if I don't understand why he stopped making, because that was a nice cut. He should have continued making. If I ever make it to that point, I ain't saying not.
But he actually living off of that song right now.
Right, I'm saying,
yeah.
If I make it, if I make something that's that much of a hit, I will expand on it. You gotta put something else out. You just can't live off that one hit. You gotta put some other
follow up behind it, so people know, keep you relevant.
Yeah.
But then sometimes you also have some hits
that you can't follow up behind.
That you can't shake.
Yeah.
But right now today, people still hiring him to perform that song. And so, like I said, and so
that's what he was saying when he matter of fact, he had a show.
He had a show that night. That
night
Fast
he came
Eddie's.
on, yeah.
And then he's somewhere, I think, with Red S's coming up this weekend.
Okay.
So that song still crank. It's just like when You Got the Butt and all that. I mean, our genre of music for our era, right? When we come out to party,
right,
that's what we relate to. Just like your stuff.
right.
I just think you get with the right. I'll be honest with you. I think you should get your own band. Just like I say, we in at different days when it comes to music and promotion now. Right. And you with the legends, that'd be good. But see, that's somebody else, Gore-Tex.
Right.
When you're in your own Gore-Tex, you pick and choose and create.
Right.
Right? It's just as simple as getting the band together, learning the music. And a lot of times people always say, well, they want to get paid this now, I don't have the money, this and that. There's always going to be some kind of obstacle, right? But if you push toward it, the universe going to send you the right people your way. And you just do what you got to do. And if people fuck with you, they fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
what I try to do.
you ain't got to pack the house every week.
Right.
But if you can pack the house once a month or every month, that's a star. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just enjoy life, man.
That's what I tried to do with the Maniac and the Soldiers, boy. It was too much for me. Too much. But anyway, it's a different time now. I'm gonna see how this works out.
Yeah. I think it'll work out. Who's managing y'all?
We basically Funky Ned, basically.
Funky Ned.
Because
I know Jill always be there when they play. She ain't got her hands in. She actually was on this show too.
Yeah, she came to one of the rehearsals. She's supposed to be involved, but I haven't seen her since.
Okay. I think she was at the thing. The show just passed.
Okay.
By looking at some of the clips.
Okay.
I think that was her. I don't want to be 100% sure, but pull all the context out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I also had this thing, but I think I left it on. Let me play. Watch y'all here. I'm gonna play this little track, right?
Okay.
It's called "Be My Wife," right? Here's the joint I made with my son. I had to beat my head. I was in the basement, and I wanted to go. It's not loud, but I'm gonna let you listen to the words. Do the anthem, been in vocals for me. Cool. This could be a track. Nobody never did a vocal song called "Wife."
Right.
Let me go play it a little bit.
Okay.
Come back. Tell me what you think of it.
Hey fellas, let me talk to you for a minute. So every now and then you meet a lady that's just so fine. Do anything to get with her. Now I met one the other day. Man, let me tell you the thing that just ain't been the same. But let me tell you the story. Well,
side to side. Do it for my grown and sexy crowd out there. Yeah, I see ya. Oh, two-step for me, baby, two-step. A two-step, two-step. A two steps to the left. A two steps to the right. And when you party with platinum, hey, you party all night. Oh, I like that part right there. Oh, back to the two-step. A two steps to the left. A two steps to the right. And when you party with platinum, hey, you party all night. I'ma treat you right. I'm gonna hold you tight. I'ma give you what you need, girl. Just be my wife.
Dude, I'm gonna
I don't
play
think- here
a
we
couple
go.
of songs.
I don't think we're back on. Hello? Check.
Check
There we
two,
go.
isn't it?
Back.
Check one.
I'm
They on
gonna,
that.
That was a hit. The music was being played. Was by Ghost and his son.
Yeah, my son produced it out of my head. I wrote the words. We're gonna see if we lost.
What's
put
his
a
name,
stamp
man?
on
Give
it.
him a little bit
Kid
of shout
exclusive. Go to
Kid
Kid
exclusive.
exclusive on YouTube.
out. Give him a little shout
And
out.
you get
That's
all
right.
this
That's
work.
right.
Yeah, multi-talented.
Multi-talented.
So I'm gonna play a track, and we gonna go out here and take some pictures because Maniac he got to bounce.
And the DMV bead queen is in the house.
right.
She's setting up. So we're going to take these pictures and we'll be right back and give her the time she
Okay.
deserves. Yeah, she made these things. She made these for me from my mom's necklaces and stuff. She keep my ancestors right here.
Hello,
All right, all right. Well, welcome back. Welcome back to the 2GO. This is the second half, last 30 minutes of the second half. I hope you enjoyed Maniac and Ghost, and they traveled through memory lane and back and forth and up and down, up the go-go journey, historical track. And I hope you enjoyed that last track that he played that was produced and made by Kid Exclusive, his son. He was letting Maniac listen to. Maybe, hopefully, you'll hear that again and return to 2GO. So stay tuned on our entities, because you never know. Like I always say, don't sleep, because you never know what you might miss out on. It could creep right past you. So right now, I got the queen in the house, the queen of bees, as you can see. You know, I always been supporting my girl from day one. You know, so if you went back in time travel on my shows on YouTube, you can see she had a different attitude back then. But she still had the same crafted beads, jewelry wear. So Queen B, Queen Beads, Diva Beads of the beads of the DMV.
Bead Goddess.
That's right, Bead Goddess. So want to say hello. And
hello, everybody.
Welcome back.
Yes, I'm back. I was Miss Q. I'm still Miss Q at the end of the day. But guess what? I'm back with a new look, but the same entity, like she said.
That's right. That's right. She haven't stopped doing her thing. So, Miss Q, so what's been going on for you other than being a DMV bead goddess? I know you've been going to different venues.
I've been going to different venues. I was just on Thursdays at the Megan Thee Stallion show.
Okay.
That show was amazing. The line was long and everything, and I love Megan. She looked pretty and stuff, but she only performed for about 20 minutes. That's what they do us at Bliss in DC, but I still love them. I still supported her. I have no problems with none of that, but I still enjoyed myself and had a good time.
That was wonderful.
Yes.
That was wonderful.
Yes.
And with that being said, since the last time you were with us, we was at another studio, which was Fox Wave.
Yes.
Some things have changed in your life. You have
yes, I have a new child. I have a new
You
baby.
got a new baby boy,
Yes,
another man,
he's about
another
to be
king.
one. Yes, he's about to be one in
Okay.
December.
Okay.
So yes, and that's what's been going on in my life, and I just been living life and enjoying it, and just expanding my brand. As you guys can see, I have been doing a lot of different things. I'm actually called the DMV Bead Goddess and more, because I have more to offer you guys. Yes,
That's right. And
exactly.
not only do these things that you see that are displayed here that she has, you can, if you're interested in picking up any of these items, we're going to get you that information later for you.
Yes.
But also, she do create and redesigns like things like the vintage jackets. She do be having things like that, like she said, and more. Like the vintage,
Yes.
let's get up and show them the vintage jacket you
Okay,
got on,
yes.
and the waist beads that
Yes,
you make, that you don't have those on.
Yes, the chain beads that you put on with your clothing. You put it on with jeans. You can put it on with a dress. It look good with everything. And yes, this is the new finished jacket, if you guys can see. Yes, so yes, I'm the DMV Goddess one and more, because I'm doing a lot of more things to give the people. I love all you guys.
Question.
Yes.
All right, that jacket, right? When
Yes.
you first got it, how did it look? What was it? You know what I'm saying? Did you add to it? I'm just trying to figure out how you
Enhanced it.
Yeah, I did enhance it, but this jacket was really like, this is the original jacket came from the brand, whoever it's made from. But I add a little bit to my touch, but it was already, fashionable. And I do things like this as well. I do all of that. What you have on your neck, all of that, everything. I love to create.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, that's what we got. Because I seen actually when we played, I say we, when Frank McCongo, when we played Walter Reed, it was actually somebody had a truck, and they had a lot of stuff that they would get and add their stuff to it. I forgot the girl's name. It put me in the mind of what
Basically what you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty good touch to it.
So if you want to go and explain some of your different types of
No problem.
beads and
Okay, so here we have like my waist beads. These are the waist beads, which are to wear for fashionable purpose. They're also used for weight loss and weight gain, so it will track your weight whether you're losing weight. If you're losing weight, it'll roll down, which means it'll be getting too big for you. If you're gaining weight, go up higher. higher towards your breasts area, and that means you're gaining weight. So that's how you could track whether you're losing or gaining weight with these waist beads right here that I'm right now that is being displayed, and also what Miss Kim has on as well. And these are just the regular chain belts that you wear. This is just a fashionable statement. You could put them on with jeans, you know, you can put them on with stretch pants, you can put them on whatever leggings, you can put them on with a dress, however you desire, whatever you desire. So I make all of those type of things. And then we have bracelets here, handmade bracelets made by me. You could put on different, I have women, men, and male bracelets that you could pay. I have kids bracelets as well, all for everyone. So what I offer everyone is for everyone. It's no one is excluded from none of this stuff. You could profit from me as well as I could profit from you. So yes, I have glasses as well here where you could get your glasses, different type of displays of glasses. So I offer a variety of things. That's why I'm called a DMV, Big Artist, Meek, and more, because I offer you whatever you need.
That's
All
what
right, so that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yes.
So and also, with your crafty artistry, you also do a lot of community advocacy with your new career.
Yes.
I don't know if you want to get into that. Let
I
people
can get a
also
little bit more into it. So yes, I work with the population of individuals with development disability. And I'm working on starting a workshop with them. I want to do a workshop with them where as though they can come into the workshop and create a necklace, a bracelet, whatever they desire. So that's my new entity as well, something that I'm doing. And I love to explore and try new things, you know, and enhance people's skills all over the world. Yes.
So that's a beautiful thing. And these are this is at a school,
No,
or
this is at a day program with individuals who have development disability. Everybody in their family have someone in their family who is experiencing, you know, a development disability, and there's nothing wrong with that because we're all human and we treat
Right.
everybody the same and we don't exclude them from nothing. And that's why I'm telling you right now that I'm in that type of atmosphere and I don't mind giving back.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So that's a beautiful thing, and we need more people that will look beyond. Like I tell you all the time on the show here, you know, because we're going through a journey. People try to look at us and put us in a classification that we're perfect. No, we're not.
No.
And like I said, everybody that does something that steps out, all it takes is, like Brother says once before, if you could just contribute one small, humble gesture, whether it be like teaching someone your craft or lending someone your music, like you was letting Maniac hear. You never know what you can do to inspire a person to come up with, to make your dream even go further. Because like Tyler Perry said it, when God gives you a dream, he already planned the people that you need to have with you in that dream that's going to help you incorporate that dream to come to a reality. So with that being said, that's why I just always like to keep my sisters, empower my sisters that have these entities. Like I have the media, I do the radio. This is her work, her craft, the beads and more, like she said. And like Precious Mother Love, she came on and she gave you her love, art, and wellness, which is equals law. You know, like I said, we try to empower each other, everything we do. And Brother, he used to make jewelry, and I want to get him back into when he finds the time to pull out his stuff that he made and can bring it on the show to show you how he used to get into the stones and crafting his jewelry, because I think that's how we first met. That's why it was so important for me to invite her back on, because it's like a full circle. Because this is how we met when she was on with me. Right. You came on with your jewelry. Yeah. And then this is all went on from there. But it's just to go to show people that once you start a certain walk in life, a journey, or whatever path you may choose to take, when you walk your path of your journey, if you walk in it correctly, people that comes in your journey once or may come in your journey twice, that means they meant to be in that journey, take part of your journey with you and get you to the heights of level where you help each other get to those heights and levels that you're trying to reach. And with that on a positive note, what else is coming up for the DMB Goddess? What you got coming up next? You have, and I know it's the holidays. So you're just doing basically everything online?
Yeah, I'm doing basically everything online. And then after the holidays, I plan to have a vendors event. So I'm working on that. So I'll have that after January and all the information for everybody to come and support me at my vendors event where other vendors will be able to come and sell their products to you guys. So, yep, that's my next journey.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So we will get all the information on where she will be vending at so you guys can come out and support her, and we'll be plugging that information as well. Also, on the next week, I'm probably have to come, and since you're not going to be available next week, I'll probably have to come and get some things for you because I do have a fashion show here next week with the V-Lord. You remember?
Oh,
She's coming back.
Yes,
she has a new line.
Yes,
yeah.
I wear my shirt all the time.
Yes, I saw you.
Yes,
I got my hat
do.
shirts. I saw you with your shirt on the other day.
Yes.
Well, there, velour designed by Jay. She'll be on next week with the fashion show, and I'll come and get some things so that way when they come in here and model a few things, and then some of your things can be on with them modeling as well. So if you can be here, if you want to pass that on with them. So Jay will be here.
Okay.
She's another comebacker. Like I said, I just love when my guests who have been previously on the show come back and support us and continue to let us support them in you guys' journey. So other than your new venues and you be out there promoting and selling and doing more of the DMV Goddess, what is you have to say as far as women that are trying to venture in any type of small entrepreneurship? What can you give? What kind of advice can you give them? Because you done had a baby, you done went to work.
Yeah, I done did
a lot of people can't do those things and then get right back to doing what they love doing.
Exactly.
So what advice can you give?
It is never easy, but only thing I can tell you is to never give up. That's the main thing. Whatever it is that you desire and you want to do, you can never give up on it. You have to always continue to prosper in that. Yes.
Yeah, that's some good advice.
Yes,
Never give up.
Never.
Yep. So any questions for the Bee Goddess?
I feel your energy over here. I just absorbing your energy.
Yes.
That's a good thing. That's
Yes.
like, what I'm saying? When a person come in and talk, and then when that energy just overflow,
Yes.
I'd sit back and absorb it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I love
Yeah, she
your
did
energy.
came in here we just took a bite of like
Yeah,
an
but you
orange.
can see when you ask her questions and talk about her what she do, she just smiles.
Light up.
Yeah,
It lights
so,
her up.
So you can tell when a person actually doing what they love
what
to
they
do.
doing.
It don't seem like work. You know what I'm saying?
Right, it
And
doesn't.
then when you can get paid for something you like doing, that's like when I DJ. I be like, shit, they paying me for this. Give me some more money. You know what I mean?
Okay, I
Right.
stay in
But
church
yeah,
records
so
all day.
yeah. So basically, like you said, you doing everything that you need to do. You're already online with your business, and you've been promoting it, and you've been doing it since the last time, like we first met. And I actually, when I was doing it, I'm actually still doing jewelry, but I'm
Yes.
not doing it as marketing and trying to sell it.
Yes, I like
I'm
what you
doing-
have on
thanks.
right now.
I'm
That
doing
is
it
because that's
for
what I need.
personal.
I need to invest myself in more of men jewelry because that's what
Yeah.
you have on.
Yeah.
And I haven't did that, but I started on that slowly but surely.
Yeah, because
Yes.
every time I be at work, I see more men wearing beads and jewelry. And
Exactly.
they ask me, where you get that from? Boo, boo, boo. Yeah, it's a market out there. It's like really, it seemed like that, how can I put it? Once the shift took place, like, back in the day, everybody was into gold and all that.
Silver.
I actually
Right.
got a bunch of gold in the house from back in the day. I don't even wear it no more.
Right.
But like I say, each stone represents something.
Yes, it does.
Spiritually.
It's spiritually.
That's where I'm
Spiritually.
at with it.
Yes.
And more people starting to wake up spiritually. Even when Maniac had the hand on his shirt and he say, that
He
expired.
said,
And a lot of times
he said
people
he did that because of you.
people a lot of times probably don't know the meaning of something.
But just because you
and
introduced
then
them and they caught their
introduce it,
eye.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
then one truth lead to another truth.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I get a lot of women who say, and these is just waist beads as our design. So I make basic. So I make this for everybody. So I get
Right.
women of different size. They're like, I can't wear that. I don't wear that. This means a whole lot of what you think it means.
Right.
So you could wear it, but you're just not knowledgeable on
Right,
it.
because when I first seen it, I seen it years ago. The ladies should do that little dance and stuff. But I found out about it through YouTube. Like they said, they make them, they put them on, and actually make the women lose
lose weight, gain.
And I was like,
all that.
wow, behind that. And I never knew
It
that.
means healing, rejuvenation, whatever it is, spiritual, whatever you
especially if
desire.
you put certain crystals.
You got colors
in
that
your
mean
oil.
certain meanings. It's a whole lot to it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
people don't understand. They don't
And just
understand.
like, for instance, me, I took like pieces from my mother's necklaces that, you know, she no longer wore anymore. And even her
and that's gonna always be with you, right?
exactly.
You know
And even her history with me, when she first made me my first one, it popped. But then I saved the pieces from her first necklace. I mean, from the first waist bead that she made me was about now maybe 3 years ago. And when she replenished these for me this year, she retightened them for me because, you know, they got loose and old. And then she put some more. She put two more. She added some more beads to make them back whole again.
Right.
And she added some more work into it. So now I'm current on her newer work. Into the into the new years, and it's like I'm adding on her work as she develops more in her work. I'm adding on to it as me, which is like I'm growing as she grow.
Right.
So you know, and it's a beautiful thing when you can just indulge yourself and integrate yourself in any type of work. Like,
but you know, even back in the day before we were so divided, that's what it was about. It was about our culture helping each other, supporting each other. And a lot of times they ain't had nothing to do with money. You know?
Nope, it didn't. That's how we traded and fed each other.
My car, right? I have my wife, or I fix you 3 Sunday meals or something, you know.
Or I get my wife to bake you apple pie.
Yeah, something, you know what I mean?
For changing my oil. Yeah.
You know, and that's why I say, you give me your word was bond.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of youngins these days don't even know what that means. You know what I'm saying? So,
they
you know,
don't.
we getting back to that, but each one teach one, you know.
And that's for sure. And that's why I had asked her to tell us about the program that she worked at, the day program with the people that's
with the individual with the
developments.
development disability.
Yes, and like I said, and her saying that she's going to introduce them into a course of teaching them how to handcraft their own beads and necklaces or bracelets stuff. And I think that'll be something that'll help them, inspire them. You never know. One of them may end up wanting to end up getting into it, and who knows, may comes special needs jewelry entrepreneur.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because you have those things that happen.
Right.
You know, they get real talented with that stuff too.
And you also, they can ask question like, would gravitate me when I was looking at them. I was looking at this one right here, right?
Oh, you got his amethyst.
Yeah. So they might say, because I already know what amethyst is, and then they might, I like that just by liking it. Then they might, what kind of stone is this? And amethyst. Then you find out about amethyst. Then you might open up their consciousness to something else. You know, this that. Yeah. So
had them going
all
researching
this
and looking.
It's a journey. You know what I'm saying? And spirituality is not just about one thing. Several things, like I say every week, you know, we're not every week, very strong, you know.
Exactly.
Numerology, you know, astrology, it's all this, you know what I'm saying, what we wasn't taught when they brought us into religion. So.
And you could tell by the way of her different crafts and her different colors and the different materials that she chose that each one of those individuals was individually crafted under the like their own individuality. They express something. They tells a story of when she was crafting them. Each one of them tells a different story. Nothing
like
is the same.
Nothing the same.
Right. That's why I was just
Nothing
sitting here
gonna be the
looking.
same. It can't be.
Right. So that's why you the queen of the DMV of the bead goddess. That's right. Because you can never get the same one from her. But with that being said, where can we reach you if they wanted to purchase? What's your entity information?
Okay, so yes, y'all can reach me on IG, which is the DMV Meek MEK Bead Goddess 1. That's where you can reach me at. That's my most active availability where you guys can DM me and reach me. I'm also on Big Cartel as well. So if you go to Big Cartel and put in the DMV Bead Meek Goddess, you can find me there with a couple of items as well on there that you can purchase. And if there's something that you're interested in and that you don't see on there, you can still DM me, or you can hit me on Big Cartel as well and let me know, because I like to make a lot of jewelry customized. So to your liking, or if you have a vision, or if you want me to create a vision for you, that's what I can do. Yes.
So repeat that entity again.
Is the DMV Meek MEK Bead Goddess 1. That's the most recent.
And that's Instagram.
Yes, that's IG. You can find me on Instagram there. Yes.
Okay, with that being said, that's DMV Meek Bead Goddess 1.
Yes.
Right on Instagram. If you want to purchase or you want to DM her about any of her work or you want something personal or exclusive made, that's how you can contact this queen here and get your waist beads on. Get your waist beads. I'll make a song for you. So with that being said, this will not be her last, and this wasn't her first.
It wasn't.
So she will be back with us later on in the 2020.
Yes.
With some of her new ventures and hopefully some new other things that she has got coming up for you guys for the upcoming 2020 year. So she will be back. So, like I said, if you're interested in any of her work or you want any personalize your visions to a reality and some type of bead effect or bracelet or waist bead or glasses or any idea you may have, you can contact her, DMV MEEK Goddess Bead Goddess 1.
I got one question before you leave though. Before you was doing the beads, right?
Right.
So after you started, how has it changed your life?
It changed my life pretty good because it keeps me very motivated. It keeps me interactive and networking with people. You know, so it is really a blessing, and I love to share, you know, my craft with other people and let them know what I do and let them know how they can do it as well.
And how did that draw you to it? Quick.
Okay, so what actually really drew me to it was 2 reasons. Okay, I was in college, and a girlfriend of mine, she was like, oh, I seen the beads on her. I was like, oh, I want these beads. She was like, okay, I'm going to get them for you. And, you know, whatever may have happened, may have happened. That was that, okay? So another lady who I saw, she actually, she had the beads on, and she was like, oh, you know you can make these. And she told me where I can go, and that's exactly what I did.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it really inspired me to, yes, like I wanted to wear them so bad, and then I'm like, I made them so I could just make them and sell them to people. And
right,
just
so where there's a market, you know what I'm saying? Let's say supply and demand.
Right,
Okay,
right.
cool.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So since you've been doing it, you have built your own. You own build your own demand, and now you got your own supply. Exactly.
Yes,
so
I build it
and
all,
that's how you do it, right?
That's how you do it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so you do it.
Okay.
So and like to add on to plug onto what he was asking you. So and in that sense too. So has this been a good side business for you?
It has been a good side business, and I also like when people are really demanding this stuff. Like I cannot do this all by
Can't
myself.
keep up with,
so
yeah.
I do have like my little cousins, and I do have a her name is Tempest. She been by my side since the very beginning, helping and assisting me to do
And
this.
one day she gonna actually be doing it.
I mean,
because
yeah,
just like Mother Love said,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's been assisting me, and then my little cousins there come in if I'm busy, because now I have this job and I'm busy during the week. I'll say, okay, I have some orders, because at the job, trust and believe, I have made orders. I have made money. I always make money. It's never a dull moment for me.
That's what's up. That's
Yes.
what's up.
That's a beautiful
Never.
blessing. Yes.
Yes.
And when he gives us these gifts and these dreams and these visions, that's why you can't sit on them, folks. You have to put them into action, some form, some kind of fashion, because if you sit on them, you're being selfish and it be voided. So,
Yep.
and if you execute them and put them out, the universe will place, God will place people in your path to help you, like Tyler Perry. It's already people planned to help you with that dream or that vision.
Yep.
Right.
You just gotta take that step.
You just gotta take the necessary steps. And I was listening to something. Then we're gonna be closing out. I was listening to something today. They were giving about all the ones who wore one. I think Mary Murray, Erica Campbell. She won a Grammy. She's gonna win a Grammy. And they was had her on this show, and she was like, you know, when she was back driving a 1999 Pinto and was making bologna sandwiches, and you know, and she kept saying, whatever door you open for me, God, I'll walk through.
Right.
And she said she still say that to this day, and she stayed true to that. you know, because as long as he kept open the doors, she kept singing them songs, you know, and dedicating her life to him. So with that being said, I just wanted to say, like you said, don't never give up on your dream or your vision, because he gives them to you for a purpose and a reasons. And that's he's sparking the idea and the image in your head. So he wants you to pursue it. And it's up to you to take it to flight. And if you don't, it'll be your loss and it'll be a dead cause. But if you do take what he gives you, trust me, he will not let you fall. If he gives you something, he's going to make sure he stands behind you to see it through. So don't never think you in it alone. Just like he got me people to help me, got my back, he do the same for you. So like you heard her say, people got her back. She got her little cousin. She got her girl that been with her since day one. Just like you just heard Brother Lons telling Maniac how he came in with me on this. And how him and Maniac done songs back in the day. He done went into the history vault to pull up. If your booty don't shake too hard, gonna give it to you, girl. I don't even know the words, but you know.
Poke that ass out and wiggle it, girl. And that's the name of it.
Woo! And I was way off. I said booty. He said poke that ass out. So that just go to show you, we need to get them more music out that vault and Brother Bring It in here plays for us and put us on some new old shit, right?
Yeah. That's what's
so that's how we do it right here. So with that being said, we're gonna let you go out until the next episode. We got the Bead Goddess. You can reach her on the DMV MEEK Bead Goddess #1 if you want to get an order in. And you can always catch me and Brother Lance on 2GO. If you missed the show, we'll show you the link where you can put it up at Win DC Radio Go app. So with that being said, next show, next episode, One Thug, One Love Under God. We be back.
Feeling I can't ignore. Girl, I've never been no so sure. Needing you more and more. Gonna show you what I have in store. Some games that I wanna play. Tell me that you're on your way. Cause I can't wait another